Hello again. Okay, now it's time for me to show you how to save your Illustrator mark and put it over into your InDesign file. Okay, so you'll notice here, I just pulled up the drawing I had. If you've seen it, this is the ABTV News Fall logo that goes in the corner. And you'll see here I have multiple layers. I have my leaves layer here on the bottom, and I have my little fall images that I put in here. I have some little pumpkins that I've added in. All of this works on our ABTV logo. But the key is I need to have a transparent background. So I'm going to show you a couple different things. You always want to make sure you have this saved. So I'm just going to save this because I've got it saved. You'll see here, say I have it saved here as my Illustrator file. And it's saving that. Okay. But when I want to use it in InDesign, I have to export it. So when I click export, I have a couple different options. Now, I want you to notice, typically one of your defaults is going to be to save as a JPEG. That's what you're used to using. But let me show you what happens if you save this as a JPEG. And I'm just going to save it on my desktop so I can work with it real quick. Okay, if I export this, CMYK, I'm going through, okay, high resolution, and I save it as a JPEG, here's what happens when I get to InDesign. I'm going to jump over here to InDesign, and I'm going to go back to my letterhead suite that we just created. And if I go to, let's say I want to put my logo here, so I'm going to create a text box first where my logo is going to go. Okay, let's say I want to put it in here. I always create a text box first. It makes it easier for me. And then I click place. And, okay, I put my logo in here. All right, next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to take my logo. I'm going to click on the logo itself. I'm going to put it in so it fits in the box that I wanted it in. Great. I'm going to right click it. You should always right click. Go to my display performance. It's a high quality. It looks like it's going to be okay, right? Looks are deceiving. Let's create a new layer, because this layer here, I'm going to mark this as my mark. Okay. Look at the next. I'm going to create a layer that's, I'm just going to put bottom color for now. Oops. Okay. I'm going to make sure I put it underneath the mark, so it's underneath. Watch what happens. This is how you know if your layer is transparent. I'm going to pull this box across. We're going to take the box here, and we are going to fill it with black. Oops, it's not transparent. You can't see through. So this one isn't going to work. So I'm going to have to go back to my image here, click on it, and get rid of it. I'm going to have to go fix that. So you'll see the JPEG file doesn't work. Here's what we do. When you export it, go back down to File, Export. You're going to save this as a .png, a .png file. Okay, so I'm exporting to a .png. Just going to stick it on my desktop to make this easy. Export. See what it says here? Background color, transparent. You can change it, but I want it to be transparent. I want a nice high resolution, and I'm going to click OK. It's going to write the file. There it goes. And now when I go back to my InDesign file and I click on my mark, click on the box, and I file place my mark, I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab, there it is, my .png file. I'm going to click OK. Now, do the same thing. I'm going to take my file, I'm going to make it fit in the box where I want it, and then I'm going to right click it. I'm going to go down to the display performance, and I want a high quality. Notice, did you see that? When it went to the high quality, it just became clear. And now I have a transparent mark. Later, all you have to do is come through and delete the background layer, and now you've got your transparent mark, and you've checked it and everything's good. Well, That's all you need to do for today. Talk to you soon.